Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to UFC Paris. This is Robbie with Robbie Talks MMA, and we're going to be watching the UFC Paris main card start to finish. We're going to be checking out each fight. There's going to be analysis, live reactions of each fight as it happens, guys. And if you're only joining me now, I feel sorry for you. The prelims have been absolutely lit. Finish after finish, pure entertainment from Paris. So, in the main card tonight, we've got Nazardine Imavov taking on Baralho. That's going to be an absolutely sick fight. We still have Benoit Saint Denis, Paul Craig, Mason Jones, so much more to get to in this video. So we're waiting on the main card to kick off now, guys. And finish after finish, like I just said in the intro, Paris is absolutely lit. Every time the UFC has fights in Paris, it's always entertaining. So I said I'd sit down tonight and we'll do some live reactions. We're going to be breaking it all down live, of course, round by round, giving instant reactions to every outcome on the fight card. So stay tuned. We're watching UFC Paris. The fights have been absolutely sick. Very disappointed with Tavares on it. Turned it on right when the Tavares fight was on, and to have an animal like that down the prelims, the display put on disappointing. Sean Bannon disappointing. No ground game, just nothing there. For me, he's winning both rounds. It's up to Gomez to get him off him, and he cannot get him off him. I'm looking forward to that Bukaskas and Paul Craig fight. The God of War in the co-main event tonight. And of course, the main event, Imavov taking on Baralho. And I don't know who you're going with in that main event, I know the Fight Nerds gym is impressive, but I feel like Imavov just does everything Baralho does, but better, except for the ground game. So if Baralho can get him down, could be interesting, but you can see Imavov lighting him up on the feet. Cannonier busted Baralho up. I know they both beat Cannonier, but he did bust him up. And guys, if it's your first time here, if you're watching this video back tomorrow, next week, make sure you hit this channel a subscribe. We need all the support we can get, and make sure you like the video. It helps the video get pushed out. But here we go, guys. Round 3, Rucella taking on Gomez. I've got Rucella 2 rounds up right now. French crowd ain't happy. And the movie guy says in the comment section, this intense crowd could make or break Nazardine Imavov tonight. A lot of pressure, a lot of hype. You're coming in. They're booing the opponents. They're all there to see you. That main event pressure. But Gomez picking some nice shots here. Oh, blatant, dirty eye poke from the hometown fighter. Gomez, why the hell did he do that? It was blatant. To put the finger out right straight in the retina. Gone. He extended the punch, and right at the end, he straightened his fingers. A dirty tactical move, and Bisping using the dirty tactics, saying that maybe it was the perfect move to make. It's just going to make Rucella go for the takedown even more now. But the doctors are in the cage checking Rucella's vision. They gave it to him. I don't get that. I really don't get that. Someone tell me I'm wrong there. I do not agree with that. I don't know what fight people were watching there. I don't think I gave him a round. That is shocking that they've given that decision. That's a Polish rip-off. And I don't agree with that. Maybe I was watching a different fight, but that's a rip-off. I don't think I gave him a round on it. Because I tell you, I'm glad I don't have a better ranting on that, because that's a screw job. And if that's how the judges are reacting to the French, they don't want to get chairs thrown at the back of their neck, obviously, with that French crowd. Yeah, William Gomez progresses to 4-0 at UFC Paris, and to be honest with you guys, don't agree with it. Not one bit. Don't agree with it one bit. Oh, McKee coming out with 2 big shots. Zola's on the back foot here. McKee has started this third round quick, and I'd say his corner have had a word in his ear and spoke about them judges. We know after that last fight. The Polak was absolutely robbed. McKee needs to put him away here. And he's trying his best to do it. Big shots from Rhys McKee here. Left hand, right hand. Sola circling with his back to the cage. Oh, big straight right from Sola. like a sweeping brush straight down the middle. I just feel like Reese McKay, for as much aggression he has, it's extremely reckless. The defense is down all the time. He's a real gritty, tough fighter. He's a give one to take one fighter. I think he's given one punch and he's taken two in this latter round. And I think, oh, lovely body shot from Soli. Just faded away and dug it right into the bread basket. McKee is, oh, he felt it again. The body shot dropped him this time. Had to be the body shot. The referee takes a look at it. He's stopping the fight very early. What is going on tonight with the officiating, man? The French screw job. Let him fight. Like he's down right. He's taking a bad shot, but Jesus, Herb. Could have been an instant reaction. Let him fight. I think you gotta let a fighter fight out, especially a fighter like Reese McKee, who's in that fight all day long. He got hit with a bad shot. It was an instant reaction. He dropped to the ground. What the hell? I don't know what are the commentary team saying there, Chess. They agreeing with it? I wouldn't be happy with that stoppage if I'm a fighter and I've gone to France to compete and I've just lost me win money. Not taken away from Sola. He looks a fantastic fighter, but I don't agree with that decision. And I didn't agree with the last decision when they screwed Rucella. Oki says if you walk forward, it's going to be a short night. Here we go, round one. Big kick from Mason Jones early doors. But the crowd didn't like it because Mason Jones didn't touch hands. It touches hands after the fight. Never a big fan of that bullshit. Oh, they didn't show sportsmanship. They're going in to knock each other's teeth out. Who cares? Shake his hand after the fight. Let's not worry about that. Oki, big shots straight away. Everything's 100%. He's gone with the Kevin Random and Guinness top. Oh, big shot from Oki. It's over. Mason Jones on his back. Another big shot. Jones is surviving. He's surviving. Another big shot from Oki. Shot after shot here. Oh, the ref will stop this. They're stopping everything tonight. Jones survives. What a beast. That's what did I say before the fight? What did I say? I said fight in a night. And look, they're already trading bombs. Jones is standing in the pocket. He's going to get knocked out. He's going to get clean knocked out. I'm calling it. Watch. Wait for it. If he stands in front of this guy like that, it's going to be lights out. 3 minutes 40 seconds remaining, and Jones has already nearly been knocked out about 3 times. Is Oki emptying the gas tank here against the cardio fighter? Is this what Jones wants? Sorry, guys. I'm looking over that way. The link I have over there is much quicker than the one I have here. It's a crazy fight. I called it fight in the night. These shots Oki's landing. Bombs. Bombs. He's taking a breather now. And I'm calling it, movie guy. He's emptying the tank here. He's taking big breaths. How much has Oki got in the tank? A lot of lactic muscle is starting to compile within those arms. He's thrown, I don't know how many punches. Still well capable of knocking out a silverback gorilla at this rate. Oh, you got to give it to Jones. He's just standing there taking these. How? How was he taking these shots? It's a serious fight. Serious fight. Jones is busted up here. Yeah. I don't think it's really computing for Oki here how. Oh, Jones hurt him. He's going to not finish him. And now Jones is jumping on the neck. He's going for the choke. A complete turnaround. His elbows from the top. I can't believe the scenes of this fight. He landed something. I caught it out of the corner of my eye. I seen Oki's back to his feet. Oh, he's tripped him. Jones has flipped him. He's got him on his back. This is madness. Madness. Absolute madness. And Jones controlling Oki on the ground now, guys. Not much to report after a frantic fourth round. He's got him inside control now. I'm not going to say both men are taking a breather. I'm going to say both men deserve a breather. Don't know how much energy Oki's going to have left. I'm telling you, Jones is dangerous on the ground. He is dangerous. You don't want to be down here with him if you're Oki. And he's looking to hyperextend the arm of Oki here. And it's close. And Oki escapes. This is a crazy fight. Back and forth madness. Let's see a bit of a difference in the ground game here now. And Oki's tired. He really went for it in that first round. I'm sure the truck are scrambling for the highlights because Jones was down, Oki was down, back and forth, madness in that first round. I called it fight of the night, and it's looking like it. And Jones finishes in a crucifix position at the end of that round. And if I'm Oki, I'm gonna want to keep the distance in that in the second round and not let Jones get close. Yeah, Oki wasn't there. That's what Bisping's saying. The corner were basically saying to him, "Are you listening to me? Are you there?" And he was just somewhere else, gone. Big takedown from Mason Jones, and the trajectory of this fight is changing, and it's shifting towards Jones. I think it's a case of Oki just running out of steam. Oki's on his back here, in big trouble in this fight against Jones. He's struggling here, and Jones raining down elbows, full mount, nasty shots, and the way the referees have been stopping the fights tonight, who knows what will happen? They'll probably let Oki die in there if there's a tiny percentage of French in him. Mason Jones raining down elbow, elbow after elbow after elbow. The referee's going to have to take a look soon. Like, there's nothing Oki can do here. Like, how didn't they stop the last one? That's it. The ref stopped it. Like, it's madness. No consistency with the refereeing, but a big shout out to Mason Jones, who just is solidifying his name in the UFC as an absolute war machine. He's a beast. Hit him with bombs, dropped everything, got back up, just keeps fighting. Absolute animal. Felt like Paul Craig had a moment in that fight there. He could have took it. He didn't take it. He didn't take it. Fights have been barn burners, and Paul Craig's pulling guard here. It's a risky thing to do in the first round. Big shots from Bukaskas from the top, and if this goes wrong for Craig here, what a moronic move that would be. Oh, Bukaskas goes down. I don't know if that's the right move here. Craig is dangerous off his back as well. I know they're light heavyweights and it's hard to get submissions off, but we've seen him doing it before. We've seen him doing it to Jamal Hill, former light heavyweight champion. Big elbow from Bukaskas. He's gone. Paul Craig's knocked out. It's over. The fight's over. There was a big elbow at the end of the round, right when the horn sounded, and Paul Craig wiped out. He could have stood up from the bell, but Jesus. It was an absolute elbow from hell. Could have broke his jaw. I don't know what happened there. It was seconds from the end, and Bukaskas just limped up and one big elbow down, blew the whole bottom section of Paul Craig's face open. And Paul Craig just stayed on the ground like dazed in another place. It was a strange situation there from Paul. He wasn't knocked out. Not, I'm never going to question the heart of Paul Craig, but he wasn't knocked out there. He was not knocked out there. Jesus, was some elbow. So it landed right across like the bar of his ear. And it seemed like when the elbow landed, Craig kind of responded like that in the ground. The ref said, "No way." And then Craig kind of came back too. So maybe if it happened within the fight, with a scurry and a scuffle after it, Craig would have fought on. I don't know. But look, the fight was over. If that was within the fight, maybe Bukaskas would have postured up and landed 3 or 4 more shots and just obliterated him. Winner via knockout, Bukaskas called boy a boy. Like I said if Bukaskas could keep Paul Craig at range and land his shots, he'd get the win. He didn't need to keep him at range. He got the win either way. Winner by knockout, first round. Job done. And Bisping talking to Bukaskas now, it was some elbow. It was a violent elbow movie guy. And another finish for UFC Paris. The fights move on. Benoit Saint Denis gets him to the ground again. This fight could be over real quick. Benoit just throws the high kick, throws it straight, and then just falls into the clinch. Nice straight left from Benoit. Fourth round coming to a close. I'm giving it to Benoit Saint Denis. Ruffy, a lot of movement, not a lot of work. So the crowd erupt to that. I don't know whether you can hear that on my mic, but they absolutely erupted to that. Benoit Saint Denis, very impressive round. Controlled Ruffy on the ground. Did what he had to do to win the round. I feel Ruffy needs to definitely step it up in the second round. Benoit Saint Denis just needs to do what he did in the first round. Keep it going. Stick to the game plan. Shout out to the movie guy in the comment section. Shout out to Eric Craig. Shout out to everybody over on TikTok. Yeah, Benoit Saint Denis drags him back down to the ground. Nothing, absolutely nothing Ruffy could do about it. And now Ruffy looking to switch position, reverse it. Ruffy needs to take advantage. He needs to take advantage of this position. He's on top. He stands up. He's having no success up there. I don't understand why he didn't just try and land strikes in the guard where the fight hasn't really been contested there yet and see how Saint Denis reacts to it. But no, no bueno. Both men back to their feet. Ruffy wants the spectacular knockout. That's what he wants. And Benoit Saint Denis just wants the grind in victory. Doesn't care how he gets it. Win's a win. I said it. It hurts. Ireland's own Shauna Bannon defeated. Not good. Not good. Hughes beat her earlier on the night, guys, in the prelims. Bannon primarily a striker, obviously, but Hughes controlling her on the ground. And look, here in Ireland, we don't really have a collegiate wrestling system within our skills like the Americans have and stuff like that. So the Russians with Sambo and we're kind of more pushed towards Irish sports, rugby, ga, hurling, things like that. But guys, on the prelims earlier on tonight, we had every one of them was a finish. It was absolutely crazy. It was we were watching. I was watching the prelims, setting up, thinking, "What is going on here? Finish, finish, finish!" And the energy has carried on to the main card. It really has. We've got the main event up next. Braulio looks calm, looks confident. I'm taking Nazarene Mavov in this main event. Who do you guys think will win? Drop it in the comment section. Movie guy, Eric Craig. What are we thinking? Anybody over on TikTok? Any predictions for the main event of UFC Paris? It's Nazarene Mavov taking on Braulio. And it's been a good night for the French. It's been a good night for the French. Shout out to Caesar on TikTok. Beach out, what's going down? Laser. Blazer Laser. Here we go. Bruce Buffer, main event time. Braulio taking on Amavov. People expected more from Ruffy in the comment section. We all did. We all did, movie guy. He's talking to Mark Goddard. I think he's giving him the nod. Let's go. Braulio said, let's do it. Both men touch gloves. Here we go. Round three. That's a bit of a separation now. An adrenaline dump for both fighters. So let's see how this one plays out. We can see clearly Nazarene Mavov is a cleaner, better striker, but Braulio's a brawler. And if this can end up on the ground, he can grab a submission. But Nazarene Mavov, the sniper in this battle. And Braulio more the pit bull. Who we kidding? We can hype it up. We can put pig in a lipstick, or you can put lipstick on a pig, it's still a pig. Hamzat ragdolls Mavov. He ragdolls them all. He's going to fight once a year for the next 2 years and then probably retire. And ragdoll everyone that's left. The Hamzat train may have just started, but I can feel it coming to a screeching halt. That's a once a year competitor within that weight division. Dusty had nothing from him. He was the best. We thought he was the best of the best. No one's getting near that good. Here we go, boys. Fifth and final round. Amavov taking on Baralia. A shout out to everybody on TikTok who smashed the video a like. A shout out to everybody on YouTube who smashed the video a like. This is the fifth and final round, UFC Paris main event. Baralia's got to go for broke now. He really has to go for broke. He's down here on the scorecards. We've seen the judges already tonight. We know this story. We might even be giving this round to Amavov. And I know the commentary team all have it for Baralio nailed down. I don't really. He's on the back foot. You're the one being pressed forward. I feel like Baralio with 35 seconds remaining, should really just let it go now. You're done anyway. His corner must be shouting at him. The fight's over anyway. Do everything. Nice 1-2 there from Amavov. Keeps Baralio at bay. Two of them clinch. Baralio looks for a trip. The takedown defense tonight of Amavov has been ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And I know I took the piss out of movie guy in the comment section, but with takedown defense like that, maybe it would be interesting to see him against Hamzat Chimaev, but would it? You know, would it really? Both fighters kind of slung it out with a couple of seconds to go there, but I think Nazarene Mavov nailed down decision victory in front of the fans. Cal Baralho absolutely brought it, but I think he will see his first defeat in the UFC. He's ranked 7 in the weight division. He's fighting out a very interesting gym. All them guys still have a lot more to learn within the UFC. They're all new blood. But the fact that they've kind of made this marketable mixed martial arts team with the MMA nerds that everybody can get behind. The whole thing with the glasses is quirky, it's different. They all have good social media accounts. They're all fantastic fighters. Everybody in that gym, they all have something unique and different about them. And Cal Baralho will be back. And look, who's to say the judges don't give him the fight here now? I just seen it for a Mavov. I thought he was more technical. Landed the cleaner, more precise strikes, controlled the fight, controlled the octagon, controlled the tempo of the fight. Um, Baralho is still impressive, but definitely needs to tighten some things up in his game. He couldn't get that fight to the ground. That's where he needed to get the fight. But a good technical chess match. And the movie guy says in the comment section on YouTube, I definitely think we'll see them run that back down the line 100%. So whether one of them will be the champion in time to come, they'll probably be fighting for the interim middleweight championship when Hamzat Chimaev gets sick again and doesn't appear for 2 years. That's the more likely outcome. But two fantastic fighters. There wasn't that much in it. Baralho was just there or thereabouts. So I just thought Nazarin Amavov was a little bit of a step up for Baralho. It was the step up he needed, but now it's time to talk about Nazarin Amavov fighting for the UFC Middleweight World Championship. He adds a different element to it. We've seen the movie guy saying in the comments section how interesting it would be to see that takedown defense against Hamza Chimaev. But right now, Bruce Buffer is going to read out the official decision. Let's see who they give it to. And they give it to Nazarin Amavov as the camera flashes backstage to Benoit Saint Denis, who claps his team partner on, his fellow countryman. And a lot of respect between Baralho and Nazarin Amavov. Baralho was a game opponent